Hi everybody, welcome back. It's me, Teresa Perrin, and I'm going to talk about ATXI with you today. Those of you that are familiar with the channel are well aware of ATXI and the fact that it has been on my watch list for the last couple of weeks, as well as me calling it out down around $3, right? So hopefully lots of you have made a great deal of money in this play. It has been phenomenal to not only day trade, guys, but you can swing trade it as well if you work full time. Or who knows, it could turn into an investment because it just keeps going up right now. And if you go back into the 5-year chart, which we're not going to look at it today, you'll see that it has a long ways up to go, in my honest opinion. Whether or not that happens is yet to be determined, but we shall see. Anyways, guys, I want to bring it to your attention because today it had a massive rip from $10 in pre-market all the way up to $15. And every time it's been doing this, guys, it creates a pattern. So here's what I expect based on the pattern that I've been seeing. It pulled back down to 11 and change, which completely expected. It may consolidate. It may actually pull down slightly further because we had a gap today. But it's had a couple of gaps. So I don't necessarily think it's going to fill it, at least not right now. But that leaves caution to when this is done ripping. Be cautious because it could head back down and fill all those gaps at a later date. It's very hard to say. This is a very, very heavily shorted stock with a micro cap float. So guys, it's an interesting play and something that I saw, quite frankly, before anybody else was talking about it. I found it by accident. So I think that we have a huge potential to go up, but guys, it's been manipulated for a very long time. And there's no doubt when you have stocks like this, I'm not kidding when I say to you, whether you believe it or not, there has to be millions upon millions, if not billions, of naked shorts in this play, guys, because it couldn't handle the volume that it's been getting if there wasn't. Kind of scary. Again, this, like AVCT, was a reverse stock split, and that's where I happened to catch eye of it because, you know, like I said, sometimes they rip, sometimes they dump, and then they follow with a rip. And ATXI was something that I just happened to see because I was looking up reverse stock splits and I found this, and I couldn't believe what I saw when I did find it. And guys, I'm going to tell you something. When I first looked at this, the short interest was like next to nothing. Really was next to nothing, which is why I know that it's very heavily shorted, because in the coming days we've seen it go up to as high as 300%. Right now I'm going to show you it's around 55% off the top of my head. I took these screenshots a while ago. And I've been looking at a lot of stocks again today, as always. But guys, this story is not done yet, in my opinion. So I'm bringing it to your attention as something that you make your decision. I don't care what you do with your money. Like I always say, this isn't financial advice. I'm just bringing you stocks that I like. So guys, my point is you could easily day trade this. You could swing trade it if you work full time. I don't know if it's going to be a long-term hold or not. I don't know what the whole story is about it. I don't even know what this company does because, quite frankly, I don't care. I don't plan to hold this in my portfolio. I'm just enjoying these nice rides it gives us. So let's get started. All right, guys. So ATXI has a free float of only 685.59 thousand shares. It is tiny, so easy to manipulate price in either direction. The shares total outstanding are 1.48 million, but obviously more than half of that is locked up. The average volume is 1.82 million. Guys, average volume is 3 times the float, okay? So this is why I tell you there has to be naked shorts in this, or this price would be through the roof. There'd be no explanation for this. So I don't care what any paperwork tells you. This short level has to be similar to like a GME when it did what it did. In my honest opinion, I really believe that. The volume is at 15.97 million at the time I took this photo today. And guys, I did actually save for you the 5-year chart. Check this out. Back in 2020, it was as high as $172.40. And again, it's had stocks, at least this one stock split. I don't know if it's had others, but as you can see too, the reason I don't think this play is anywhere near done, the MACD is just at 0. It's only starting to cross to the upside, guys, because it's been dragged down for so long. So that tells me that this play is like just getting started, in my honest opinion. So, and check this out, even better for us. Look at all of these bull signals. This is a strong bullish signal. It's showing short, medium, and long-term moves to the upside, guys. Look at this. Not a single bearish signal has been given off. 1 neutral and 10 bullish signals. Craziness. See, high today, $15.51. Alrighty. And by the way, this is I believe it was a 52-week high. Could be mistaken, could be confusing it with something else. But at any rate, it is up 13.10% because it did close today around 11:51. I think this is with the after hours. I think closed at 11:40. But it's up 13.10% today and up an additional 0.96% in the after hours. We are up 99.13% in the past week and 220.98% in the past month, guys. I'm telling you, this has been a banger of a play. The current short interest is 53.58%. Again, I believe this is severely, severely undervalued. And as you can see, it would only take 0.02 days to cover. Well, guys, if that were true, this would have been covered by now because this play has seen millions of shares of volume every single day, despite the fact that it only has that 685,000 shares, right? 15.97 million. So on a daily basis, like between 25 to 30 times of the float gets traded every day. There's no way, guys, because there's people like me, you know, that are holding a position and I'm trading a position, okay? So there's no freaking way. There's no way there's not naked shorts in this. That 100% I can guarantee. Can't prove it, unfortunately, but I can guarantee it from the volume. The short shares available are only 500. And check this out. The cost to borrow is 608%. 608% cost to borrow, guys. That's insane. Absolutely insane. And again, like most stocks that you see lately, 34.11 to 66.93% is the short volume ratio. Again, that is not the short volume, it's a short volume ratio. And that is the amount of short volume that is done in the dark pool, guys. 39.07% today. Crazy. I can't believe that people are still shorting this stock. And here's another thing that doesn't add up, that screams FUD. All right, there's no options chain in this. And you mean to tell me, with those millions upon millions of shares being traded every day, that they're only having all week, this week, all we have is 1,615 failure to delivers due? No, guys. I'm telling you, it's BS. I have lost essentially all hope for what we see on Fintel, Ortex, and everything else because, as you know, it's self-reported, and I think it's all a bunch of crap. But I'm going to continue to show you what it is because that's all we have to go by, right? So, but this just speaks so much volume for the amount of manipulation that occurs in this market, guys. And I think ATXI is going to be explosive. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Hope you have this on your watch list because I think there's a lot of money to be made. Have a great night.